Hi guys, hi everybody. I'm already here. It's today I'm so on time. It's 2 o'clock on the dot. And I'm already here. Ah, how have you been guys? How was your week? Today's on a Friday. How's your week? Today's on a Hi. Let me wait for more people to join the live. Friday. Who's the first one to join? Let me see. Ruth Mbugua. Hey Ruth. Hey Ruth, how are you? I need to elevate my laptop because it looks so low. It looks like I'm looking down. Lakini naangalia laptop. Hi Beatrice. Hi Ruth. How are you guys doing? How was your week? Oh, Ruth, you say I'm good and I'm feeling very optimistic. Yes, feel very optimistic and also surround yourself with a lot of positivity and a lot of hope and a lot of people who also enhance your optimism. Yeah, so I want to wait for more people to join in the live. Yeah, but in the meantime, before we wait for more people to join in the live, how are you doing? Check in with me on the live chat. Talk to me. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me even some of your questions, what you're looking forward to today, what you think about self-esteem. Yeah, let's chat before everybody can come in the live. I'm so excited. I don't know if the live excitement will ever go away because I feel like you guys are my people and I look forward to interacting with you. It's like a hangout, and to having interactions with you, answering your questions, knowing how you're doing, and also just hearing from you guys and also about your well-being and your mental health. So hey, I want you to chat me. Anjeri, hi Mson, nimefika mapema. Nice. Nini K? Hey, Sasa, oh, I'm sending you hugs right back to you, Nini K. Today we are talking about self-esteem, a very important topic, and I hope more I hope more women are able to join us today because it is such a serious and sensitive topic, and it's very underrated. We don't understand how self-esteem really affects our lives. And it affects a big deal of our lives and also how we show up, how we behave, how we achieve results, how we carry ourselves in relationships, the quality of our relationships and well-being generally. Yeah. So Sadra Kadhambi. Hello, Diamso. How are you doing this afternoon? Thank you. My internet is misbehaving again. Okay. I'm live, you guys. Am I live? Because it's told me it's reconnecting, but now tena iko sawa. Okay, Rachel Wairimu, I'm doing good and practicing self-love and it's going on well. Thank you very much, Rachel. Shiko Mundia, hi Mudhoni. Nyawera, happy to join this live. Salimika Mso, hi Nyawera, sasa. Susan Mutinda, hello. Sandra, you're saying you're feeling low today. Oh, Sandra. I don't know if it's Sandra or Sandra or I'm the problem. Let me just use Kadambi. Kadambi, you're saying you're feeling low today. Oh, I'm sending you hugs. Sometimes some days are usually better than others. Other days you feel low, other days you feel better. So when you're feeling low, do things to cheer yourself up. Do things you like, watch a movie, go for a walk, eat your favorite food, think about things about yourself that are good or things that you've achieved or things you're proud of. Try to lift your moods. When you're feeling low, and sometimes when you're feeling like you're letting yourself down, treat yourself to lift your moods. Don't punish yourself by feeling like what is wrong with me. Kadambi, do those things. Valentine, you're saying hello. Hi, Valentine. Evelyn Wanjiro, hi, I'm so I love you. Always looking forward to your videos. My life has changed a lot. God bless you. Oh, bless you too, Mama. Bless you too. Jazz, you're saying you're over there and sending me love, sending you love right back at you. So if someone wants to meet you one-on-one, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Book a session through Angela, through my assistant. It is possible. I meet people one-on-one all the time. For sessions though, or if it's something else, write an email about it. Hilda Kinywa, I'm really going through crazy stuffs this period. I'm waiting to listen to you. You boost me sana. Oh, Hilda, sometimes other days are good, other days are bad. It's part of life. What you need to do is always create that relationship with yourself where when you're feeling so low, you can still be able to comfort yourself and still be able to go back to yourself, to that safe space. So do things that lift your soul, do things that are good for you, do things that make you happy. That way you're happier more time. And this is another thing, and I think I will repeat this even as we're going through the live. If you're working towards healing yourself and you're working towards improving yourself or becoming the best version of yourself, please stay away from any negativity. And if you do not use social media for business, stay away from social media and work on yourself. You can come in once a while to check in, but purpose to stay away. Stay away from things that feed from your energy and that give you a lot of negativity and a lot of bad vibes. Surround yourself with a lot of positivity. It's like depositing in a bank. So that those days when you're really low, you will be able to withdraw from the positivity you have been depositing in yourself. So guys, I've started talking and I don't want to deviate so much from today's topic. I'm here waiting for wisdom by Bianca. Hey, hello, baby girl. Hi, Miss Wambo, I see you. Mary Mudhoni, sorry I'm late. You're actually on time. I haven't even started. So I'm waiting for more people to join. I give up to around 10 minutes there. Before then, it's like 4 minutes to 10 minutes or so. Let's catch up. I want to know how you're doing. And Jerry, can you plan one day to meet your fans? Yes, I can plan one day. I can. And actually, I've been thinking about it. So, and thank you for the reminder. And thank you for also wanting to meet me. It makes me feel good. It's massaging my ego. Kadhambi, thanks for the feedback. I'm so be blessed. You're welcome. Kadhambi, everybody goes through days when they're feeling they're really low, or you're feeling you're less productive, or you're feeling you're not feeling so good about yourself. It is totally normal. So even as you continue to get back to your happy self, please be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, give yourself grace. And remember, it's not just happening to you. Another 10 million girls or women are going through low moments or low days. So it's okay, don't single yourself out. It's part of the human experience. Be kind to yourself. Jane, hi, I love your content so much as it reflects on everything I have gone through, and I would love to share on your platform. Also, I'm a counseling psychologist. Hey, Jane, drop me an email so at least I can get your phone number and we can also talk more there. Oh, I love this. I love this, and I appreciate you. I celebrate you for what you're doing. Yes. So guys, today we're talking about low self-esteem. It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes to since I start, 2 minutes to my starting time. Let me just say that I give an allowance of some minutes so people can be able to see the notification and join the live. So low self-esteem signs you have low self-esteem, how to know you have low self-esteem, how to work towards raising your self-esteem, and how healthy self-esteem looks like. What is healthy self-esteem? Why do you need to have healthy self-esteem? Why do you need to raise your self-esteem? Very, very important topic. So let me give a few more minutes for people to join. Mudhoni, God knows you are a lifesaver. I love you, my dear. Thank you. I love you right back. Margaret Waiterero Maganjo. Thank you so much for your feedback. Modoni, I hope this helps me. Yes, it will help you. Listen carefully and come with your notebook and your pen. Nini K, being here gives me a chance to learn and better myself. That's why I don't miss. Thank you so much, Nini K. I see you. I appreciate you. And you guys, even when I do my lives, I always tell God, I always mention to God, God, may you bless these people who are going to be watching my life, who always watch my content. And I tell God, may you use me as a vessel to relay the message you want them to hear. Hi, beautiful Faith. Hi, Faith. Where have you been? I haven't seen you. You just got in. Mary Muniva. What I really want to raise my self-esteem. I have realized people are using me because of low self-esteem. Oh, the first thing you've done, and the first thing you should be so proud of yourself for, is realizing you have a problem. Because when you realize you have a problem, now it's easier to look for a solution. You cannot look for a solution if you do not see the problem. So clap for yourself for that. Hi, so you have really helped me. I love you. Oh, I love you right back, Paris. Mary Mudhoni. Okay, I've been pretty fine. All my friends are now addicted to this channel. You're making me feel so good. I've really influenced them, and they used to tell me their problems, and I'm like, you need to watch Mudhoni's Mission. Thank you so much. You guys, I get a lot of referrals, even in my coaching business. I coach clients, and then they send their sisters, they send their friends, and all that, and I feel blessed and I feel happy. And as I know, the more referrals I'm getting, and the more blessed I am becoming, it's coming from you. It's radiating from you guys. Yeah, it's like we're channeling blessings from this side to the other side. So these are the type of vlogs we need. Thank you very much, Diana. So what is your self-esteem? Because we keep saying self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth. Self-esteem, you know how you have a lot of opinions about other people. Huyo hawezi fanya hivi. This one cannot do this. This one is so lazy. This one is like this. You know those opinions we have about other people. Self-esteem is now the opinion you have about yourself. Your genuine opinion. Outside everybody else, outside your job, outside what you have. Alone in your space. What's your opinion about yourself? What's your opinion about your abilities and about what you can do? How much do you believe in yourself and what you're capable of? That is your self-esteem. The opinion you have about yourself, that is the self-esteem, determines how you go after what you want. If you have a high opinion about yourself, it means you will go for a better, loving relationship. If you have a good opinion about yourself, it means you will work harder towards getting a better job. You will go for a job interview very confident. You will do your things from a place of, I know my capabilities, I know I can do this, and I know I'm good for it, and you go for it. So self-esteem is the opinion you have about yourself. We have a lot of opinions. Everybody on social media is here giving opinions, and everybody and everywhere, even in our offices. So esteem is the opinion you have about yourself. Okay, it's like me thinking, my name is Mudhoni. It's like me thinking, okay, Mudhoni, what do I think about myself? I think about this and this and this. Your opinion you have about yourself is your self-esteem. So it's basically believing in yourself and your abilities. So I see more people have joined. I see more people are chatting. All my friends are seeing therapists. Thanks to you. Thank you so much. Diana, yes, Diana, I see you. Ruth, hi. Thanks so much. So be kind. Officially, we're watching your videos. Watching your videos has made me get out of a toxic relationship. Oh, I celebrate you, Mama. I celebrate you. And my healing journey, I owe you one. Thank you, and may God bless you. I celebrate you. I know what it takes, and I will talk about. It's one of the signs of healthy self-esteem, leaving toxic relationships. Okay, so like I've said, your self-esteem is the overall opinion you have about yourself, what you think about yourself. It determines how you carry yourself, how you go after your relationships, how you go after your goals, how you show up, how you behave. What determines that is the opinion you have about yourself. So your beliefs today are about, most of your self-esteem is influenced by your childhood and your experiences. Most of your esteem, if you have a low self-esteem, which I will describe signs, it means it started in your childhood. People who were in your childhood, or people who brought you up, or people who were your guardians when you were a child, did not instill that, or your environment brought you to have a low self-esteem. So anyway, self-esteem impacts the way you make decisions, the way you go after what you want, how even successful you are in a lot of things, and how happy you are even in life. So a low self-esteem. So low self-esteem is being unhappy and unsatisfied with yourself. You are so unhappy. Everything is going south. What is wrong with me? My relationships don't work. I am paid peanuts. My boss hates me. Being so unhappy and unsatisfied with yourself, that is low self-esteem. That is what you think about yourself. You think about yourself from a negative point of view, and you always find fault in yourself. So these are signs. The first sign is you focus more on your weaknesses, and you focus more on what is not working in your life, how you are not good enough. You focus on what you don't have. The first sign of low self-esteem. So a lot of times you find that you feel so unhappy. A lot of times you find that you feel so bad about yourself because you focus so much on what you don't have and what is not working, and your weaknesses on what you cannot do. That is the first sign of low self-esteem. Focusing on your faults and your weaknesses. Someone might argue, but that's how we are. We think about our weaknesses, we think about our faults. That's normal. It is not normal. You have normalized it in your world, but it is not normal. Number two, people who have low self-esteem have a problem accepting positive feedback. They always feel like they don't deserve it. Or if you're given a compliment by someone, hey, by the way, you are so beautiful, you smell nice, you're well put together. People with low self-esteem start saying, wewe wacha zako. And then, or they change the topic, or they don't take compliments. They don't take positive feedback. When your boss tells you, that presentation was really good, or I loved how you behaved in today's meeting, or you've been doing such a good job, you're the employee of the month, and you start feeling like you're an imposter, like you don't deserve that glory, like you don't deserve that glory, like you don't deserve that positive feedback. If you always feel like that, you have something to do about your self-esteem. Yeah. So number one, we said finding fault in everything you do, finding your always focusing on your weaknesses. That is the first sign of low self-esteem. The second sign, you do not take positive feedback and you do not take compliments. You feel like you have worked so much to look beautiful, you have been in the gym so much, but when someone compliments you about it, you feel like you don't deserve, that you can't take that compliment. Instead of saying, oh, thank you very much, what do you say? Sasa hizo ni gani umeanza? Or when someone tells you, hey, I love your dress, it's so beautiful, what's the first thing you tell them? Hii hata nilibuy that bob na hapa chini. Or hey, your makeup is so nice, and then you're like, hii hata nimefanya haraka nikatoka. Or just something about your life, or oh, your house is so beautiful, it's so clean, and then you start saying, hata hizi vyombo sijawasha for 3 days. Learn to take a compliment, and you can only take that feedback and that compliment when you already know it in yourself, when you already have a high opinion about yourself. Basically, that is what esteem is. Sawa. The third thing is, people with low self-esteem are scared of failing so much. You have an idea of perfection in your mind. You are so scared of failing because you attach your worth to things outside yourself. So you feel like if that thing fails, I'm done, I'm finished. And that's not true. When it's done, that will not be the end of your life. Life will still go on. So people with low self-esteem fear failure. Everybody else has something they think about failure, but when you find that you fear so much about failing, about flopping, about not leveling up, you don't believe in your abilities to make something work. Because if you believe in your ability and in your capabilities, and no, by the way, Mimi, I am good when it comes to doing makeup to women, or I'm good when it comes to designing clothes. When you believe in your capabilities, you will not be so scared to fail because you believe in yourself. You believe you will make it work. That is the third sign of low self-esteem. The fourth sign of low self-esteem is believing and thinking everybody else is doing way better than you. Everybody else is being more successful than you. Everybody else is doing way better than you. Everywhere you see, if you look at people and everyone you look at, you always spot that thing that they're better off than you. If you see someone, you start thinking, they have a better car than me. Or you start competing. When you see another woman, you start thinking, oh, lakini, she has a nice figure. Hey, her figure is better than mine. There's a difference between recognizing when someone else is doing well and their success. There's a difference between that and comparing yourself to their success. Because when you compare yourself to someone's success, it is their success. So you will feel like you're not successful in that area. However, your life cannot be the same with other people's lives. Your life is different. You have your own successes. They have their own successes. You're on your own path. And I'm going to repeat this another time. I think the second time, I will repeat it a number of times as I go with this live. As I go on with this live, if you're working towards healing yourself, and if you're in your healing journey or improving yourself, and you do not use social media for business, you need to get off social media for a while. There's a lot of negativity that comes with social media, and a lot of fakeness, and a lot of people don't post their issues, they post their good side. And you start comparing yourself with people's good sides, you will see everything wrong with you. So if you're working towards improving yourself, take time off social media. Or you can take time off, and then just once in a while, once a week, you can just check in or something, but stay out of social media if you're in your healing journey. Yeah, it's not a healthy place to be. And I'm actually not even always on social. I just post and then I'm out. I just post and then I'm out. I'm usually mostly on YouTube watching videos that are helping me, or online with my clients doing my Zoom classes. So yes, social media is one thing. That is another sign I've spoken about, where you feel like everybody else is doing way better than you and comparing yourself. Oh, and now that we're here on this point, let me talk about why sometimes we feel unworthy. You always feel unworthy when there's somebody else involved. When you're alone at your house, in your own space, you don't feel unworthy until you see somebody doing something better and you start feeling okay, inadequate, or like we always feel unworthy if we have to please someone, or if we have to try to be like someone else. Unworthiness comes with comparison. So that is just an added something on that point. Another thing is people with low self-esteem have a problem with boundaries and saying no. They are not able to have boundaries. Here is the thing with boundaries. Sometimes when we think about boundaries, you think about you're putting boundaries so the other person cannot come into your space, or cannot invade your space, or whatever you're putting boundaries for. However, the boundaries are not for that person. They are for you. So the first person who you're putting the boundaries for is yourself. They are for you, not for the other people, not for men. Sometimes saying, I'm putting boundaries so that man, you're putting for yourself. You're protecting your own space. They're not for those people. So you cannot have boundaries that you do not respect, because no one will respect them. It is your job to respect your boundary. Yes. So people with low self-esteem have a problem saying no, and also struggle with confidence. Like you don't feel like you can make something work. So you flip-flop about it. Another thing is people pleasing. People pleasing, wacha nishikanishe tu na no. Na problem saying no. People pleasing. I said one of the reasons why we have low self-esteem is because it starts from our childhood and our experiences. If you were brought up in a childhood where your work was to only please your parents, that's how we are brought up as Africans, and our parents did the best they could with the information they had. They brought us up even with their trauma, So you are used to pleasing your parents, pleasing your teachers, pleasing your auntie, pleasing people in church, pleasing. That's the only thing you know. Pleasing everybody. So what happens is you do so much for other people and you neglect yourself. And then coming back to yourself, you're empty, you're vacant, you've given away everything. You have nothing for yourself. So you are not required to break your back. You're not required to sacrifice your life. You're not required to sacrifice what you believe in for another person. You are not required to do that. And even people who break their back and do those things for you, it's not right. You're not required to sacrifice what you believe in. You're not required to break your back and hurt yourself and devalue yourself to please somebody else. Your first job is to yourself. So every time, this is what I say, every time people are coming with favors and they want you to do things for them, and then of course you feel the urge to please because that's what you've known all your life. Every time that happens, first ask yourself, what is good for Mudhoni? Yeah? So for example, if your name is Carol, ask yourself first, so what is good for Carol? And then we proceed from there. Another thing to do with people pleasing is we think that if someone comes for help, if you do not help them, they will never get the help they want. That is what we think. However, you can help someone without sacrificing yourself. You can help, like those who are telling me, like they refer people to my channel. That is help. For example, if someone tells you, I broke up with my boyfriend, I have nowhere to live, I want to come and stay in your house. You can help them by telling them, by the way, even before you think of where to go live, why don't you start your healing journey? Why don't you start watching Mudhoni's Mission? And then also you can tell them something like, you know what, even in Githurai, houses are going for 4,000, 5,000. And I think I can take you there. We look for a house that you can afford. You can help someone without sacrificing yourself. You can refer them to somewhere else where they will get help. And another thing, if you do not help that person that you're breaking your back for, they will still get help. They will, imagine. So you don't have to you can help someone without breaking your back. Another thing is putting other people's needs before your own. It's a sign of a low self-respect. You don't value yourself. You are valuing other people more than you value yourself. It is a sign of low self-respect. Another thing, and these are found more in dating, for women or people with low self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, this happens in dating. When you're going on a date, you are not confident in who you are, like you have low self-worth. So you try to be what you think the guy wants. You try to be the woman you think he wants. I don't know if I'm making sense. So for example, if you are you have your values, you're God-fearing, you don't want to have sex before marriage or before you're officially committed to him. But when you go on that date, you already know what you don't want to do and what you stand for. When you go on that date, you start thinking, hey, this one is so handsome, I can't lose him because of stupid values. So you start telling him, oh, me, I don't even like marriage. Me, I don't even understand why people wait. Me, I'm willing to do whatever if I like someone. And then you lose this person. This person has fun with you and walks away. So you're left there empty, crying, resentful towards yourself because you did not respect your values. Trying to be what we think the other person wants. That thing will only hurt you. And people respect people who are real, who are themselves. And we also respect people whose words go with their actions. You know how as a woman you can say, hey, Mimi, I'm very principled. Me, I was brought up in church. And after 2 days, you're already going to move into his house after meeting him. Who will respect such a person? Why would I even want to be close to you if I know you tell me one thing and you do the other thing? You don't even trust yourself. So that is also a sign of low self-respect. Thinking you need to be what people want instead of standing with your values and standing with the truth and who you are. So those are some of the points. Oh, another thing that is so important. I don't know why I almost forgot about this. Another sign of low self-esteem is what you talk about yourself and what you say about yourself. And the first one is negative self-talk, where you're always ukivunja glass ikivunjika accidentally, you're so stupid, Mudhoni unaweza jivunja glass. Or if you're late for work, oh, what is wrong with me? I cannot make anything work. Nana, sasa nimechelewa kwenda job. If you always have that negative self-talk, and even when you're talking to everybody, you're always telling them, hey, Mimi, I'm very clumsy. Hey, Mimi nakwanga mjinga. Or hey, Mimi nakwanga na madharau. Or you're just saying mean things about yourself. You have low self-worth. You feel the opinion you have about yourself is so low. I don't know what to say about that. So you guys, I have said I think 7 signs of low self-esteem. Number 1, you focus more on your weaknesses and you focus more on what you cannot do. And then number 2, you have difficulty accepting positive feedback or accepting compliments. Number 3, you're so scared of failing. And the only reason you'd be scared of failing is because you don't believe in how able you are and how you can make things work. Another one is believing that other people are more successful than you, comparing yourself so much to everybody else, so you think you are doing bad off. And part of that point is, if you do not use social media for business and you're working towards your healing journey, get off that social media first and focus on you. The attention you're giving everybody out here and the energy you're giving celebrities and people here on social media, give it to yourself firsthand. Your first job is to yourself. Sawa? Another point I say is, okay, another one I said is you struggle with confidence, you struggle, you put other people's needs before yourself, your own needs, you are a people pleaser, you are so crazy about pleasing everybody. Another one is negative self-talk, where you say bad things about yourself, you think about yourself in a bad light. And the last one, this is the mother of all the signs, and because the issues you've had in your life that have affected you as a person, they always show themselves in your romantic relationships. So another quality of low self-esteem is the quality of your relationships. Do your relationships celebrate you? Even friendships, even relationship with colleagues, and the people you're close to, are they toxic? Do they celebrate you? Do they see the good in you? You date according to the level of your self-esteem, how good you feel about yourself. That is, you date according to the you know how the opinion you think about yourself. If you think deep down, you think mimi sikwangi msupu sana, you know, me si wale wanakuanga confident sana. If that is what you think, you will not have the confidence to go for the relationship you want, to go for that guy who respects himself, who is confident. You will not have that confidence. So the quality of, if you're in a relationship that you feel, hey, this is not serving my needs, or this is not what I want, or it's abusive, or it's mediocre, or you feel like you can do better, maybe you can, and maybe you should. And sometimes we say, oh, you know, I am dating this guy and he's not on my level. Like, probably by the time you started dating him, you are low, and then you've raised your worth, and then you're feeling okay. Sawa. Don't date below your self-esteem. And if you, actually, I don't even need to tell you not to. If you already feel good about yourself, you will not lower. You will not. So what are things you can do to improve on your self-esteem and to raise your self-esteem? What are things you can do? Before I say things, do I say things you can do, or how a healthy or how healthy esteem looks like? Oh no, let me start with things you can do. The first one is the thing that affects us the most. Like I said, low self-esteem comes from our childhood and past experiences, the biggest influence. There are other things that could bring about low self-esteem, like maybe loss of a job, loss of a relationship, injuries. There are other things, but the biggest influence is our childhood and our past experiences. So our childhood, if you're used to people who are really criticizing you a lot, who are telling you what you can't do, who are telling you you're not good enough, who are telling you you're so bad in mathematics, who are telling you hawa watoto ni kama nilibadilishiwa, hawa sio wangu, hawa watoto ni wajinga sana. If you grew up in that environment, that is the talk you still have even as a grown-up. Those are the things you tell yourself. You're not good enough, Mudhoni, you're not confident, hey, your interview hauwezi pata, hey. So the first thing is to rewire that talk, is to challenge it, is to tell yourself the opposite. So stopping negative self-talk. So how do you stop? Instead of telling yourself, you're so stupid, what is wrong with you? You tell yourself, Mudhoni, you're improving. And you have different chances of growing and becoming better. So what do you do from now onwards? You start reading, you start researching, you start taking more time with your work presentations, you know. So number one, the negative self-talk. Start telling yourself good things. You know what, Mudhoni, you can do. Other women have done it. Why not you, Mudhoni? Why not you? You can. Unajiambia, you know what, Mudhoni, you're not very good at presentations, but look at how you handle your clients. Look at how much you have many clients. It might be, you might not be good in this area, but Mudhoni, you're doing so well when it comes to this other area. That is the talk you give yourself. You start rewiring that. Sometimes I even tell myself loudly, not just in my head. Sometimes I'm seated and then those thoughts, those beliefs still come back because you've had them for a long time. And then sometimes you're thinking like you're not good enough. And you know what I tell myself? Mudhoni, can you think you're not good enough? And the way you have a very good coaching business, and the way you have a beautiful YouTube family that loves you, and the way you have a beautiful partner that supports you. I tell myself those things. I stop looking. You remember the first point was, when you have low self-esteem, you focus a lot on what is not working. If you want to work towards raising it, you start focusing on what is working and what you like about yourself and what is thriving in your life. Focus on that. It makes you feel so good about yourself, and it motivates you to want to do better even in other areas. Okay, another, that is negative self-talk, turning it into the positive self-talk in your head, and being mindful about how you talk to yourself. Be mindful about what you say about yourself, because everything you say, whatever you're saying, you're also listening. It's yours. Even right now as I'm talking, I'm also listening, hearing myself. So whatever you say, you're also listening. Whatever you say, you're also absorbing the same kind of information, I mean. So okay, and then also start treating yourself like someone you love. Treat yourself like someone who's valuable. Treat yourself with kindness, with care. Treat yourself like someone who's valuable. Do nice things to yourself. Take water, take a balanced diet, take vegetables. Treat yourself like someone who is valuable. Another thing is self-care. Self-care is more or less the same thing. Taking care of yourself, the care you give to your brothers, the care you're giving to men out here, the care you give to everybody else, take it back and give it to yourself. So another thing is affirmations. Affirmations are mantras or statements you tell yourself to surround yourself with positivity. For example, you can tell yourself, you know what, Modoni, I will make you proud. Modoni, I will do the best I can within my power to make you proud. You tell yourself that. If your name is Carol, what do you tell yourself? Carol, you are made for greatness. You deserve all the good things in life. You write those things down. Carol, I am proud of you. You tell yourself those things. I actually want you to write them down and stick them in your bathroom mirror, or have them at your bedside drawer, and also always read them. Sawa. So affirmations. And when you say I am proud of you and you deserve all the good things in life, whatever you're saying should be in alignment with what you're doing. You cannot say I will give you the best in life, or you deserve the best in life, and you're uku drinking rent money and dating married men left, right, and center, and dating people who are toxic, who treat you badly. Is that deserving, giving yourself the best? You cannot say, Modoni, I will give you the best, I will make you proud, and you say I will make you proud, but you're sleeping every day. You're supposed to go for job interviews, you don't even prepare. So whatever you're saying, and when you rewire that thinking, it should go hand in hand with what you're doing. If you say Modoni deserves the best, give her the best. Yeah, give yourself the best. That's what I mean. So another thing is to stop worrying. This is the thing about worrying. When we come across a situation that is unfortunate, that is not good, that we feel, oh, this is a tragedy, this is making me feel so bad, we mostly sit there and worry about it. But here is the catch. Worrying does not change the outcome of the situation at all. It doesn't. What it does, it affects your mental health, it affects your physical health. Because you start worrying, you start getting anxiety, you start getting headaches, you start getting that paralyzing fear. Worrying does not solve. It does not at all. We sit there and we worry, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It will not interfere with the final decision. What you do is, when you're faced in a situation that you're feeling like is a tricky one, please stay calm, breathe in, breathe out, and ask yourself, what is the next right move? Yeah? What is the next right move? So always ask yourself that when you find yourself worrying, when you find yourself in a situation that you're feeling some type of way towards yourself. And this is also something else I wanted to say. I keep forgetting about anxiety. What did I want to say? I'm forgetting, but I will remember. Yeah, so guys, stop worrying. Have fun. Have fun. Another thing, life is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to feel good. You're supposed to enjoy life. You're supposed to go after your dreams. You're supposed to be in a good relationship. You're supposed to be in a loving, respectful relationship. That is what is supposed to happen. So if the opposite is what is happening, you're always crying, you're always sad, you're always feeling nothing is working for you, that is not the norm. That is the norm in your life, but it is not the norm, and you can change it, my people. You can change it. You can. So whatever we were told as children, whatever those people who brought you up, or your teachers or your aunties, whatever they told you, it affected you. However, it's good to take your power back. You're now an adult and you can give yourself the life that you want. It doesn't have to be tears every day. It doesn't have to be feeling bad about yourself, feeling Swiss. It doesn't have to be like that. But you are the one to decide. You are the one to decide. Okay, so I want to talk about what is healthy self-esteem. I want to talk about it so I can also be able to look at your questions and what you are asking. Healthy self-esteem. When you've worked on your self-esteem and it's here, it's healthy, how do you behave? You have healthy self-esteem when you're less critical about yourself. Less critical is when you stop beating yourself so hard and punishing yourself so hard for something. If you do something, let me talk about self-blame, by the way. There's something called blaming yourself, self-blame. And self-blame happens when you have low self-esteem, because when you were being brought up, there was someone to blame for everything. Maybe it's your mother who has poured the milk, it is your brother, it is this other one. There was pointing fingers all along when you were being brought up, or maybe in your past experiences. So we grow up with that thing. So if something unfortunate happens in our lives, we just point the fingers. You have to pin it to someone. And you know what? Because it's your life and you are now an adult, you will pin it to yourself. So when you pin it to yourself, you start feeling you're not making things work. You start feeling so bad. So the idea is not to blame yourself and say, I am the problem. The idea is to look at the factors that led to that problem or that situation. For example, if you started dating a guy and after 4 months, the relationship breaks up or the relationship ends, the relationship comes to an end. Instead of thinking, oh my God, I am so stupid, I cannot make a relationship work, I don't know what is wrong with me. Instead of telling yourself that, this is what you do. You look at the factors. The first factor, I was not able to identify the red flags. The other factor, that guy was abusive. Another factor, that man, I don't think I was his type, and that's okay. Another factor, not everybody is for me. Those are factors. Not one single factor there points to I am the problem, I am the bad person. No. And also remember, good people make bad choices. Good people make mistakes. Wacha nirudi on track. Healthy self-esteem. You are less critical about yourself. You are better able to handle stress and tricky life situations. You're able to bounce back. You're able to go back to that safe space. That is why I say, surround yourself with a lot of positivity. Deposit in yourself. And affirmations. Hizo za I am proud. Hizo za I will make you proud, Muthoni. You deserve the best. You are worthy of the good things. Those affirmations, say them all the time, 3 times a day, all the time. You're depositing in a bank somewhere. And the days and those days that are the hardest and the trickiest, and those days you feel so bad about yourself, are the days you withdraw whatever you deposited. You withdraw that positivity. So we don't wait until things are going south to start doing the affirmations and to start saying, Muthoni, I will make you proud. It doesn't work at that moment. What works is you surrounding yourself with a lot of positivity, so that when the bad time comes, they will find you strong. They will find you a bubble of positivity, and you are able to bounce back quickly. Okay, so healthy self-esteem. People who have healthy self-esteem are also less likely to feel worthless, and they are able to build strong and honest relationships. Get that? They are able to build strong and honest relationship. And another thing, an important one, they are more likely to leave an unhealthy relationship. So if you've left an unhealthy relationship, kama wenye mnaniandikia hapa, clap for yourself. You're raising your self-esteem. It's a sign of healthy self-esteem, being able to leave toxic environments. So people who have healthy self-esteem are also more confident in their abilities, and they also make very good decisions. They make good decisions, and they're confident in their decisions. They're also very resilient and are also able to bounce back. So guys, that is what I had prepared for. I want to look at your questions. So if you have low self-esteem, it's okay. The first step is accepting, by the way, I need help, and this has been happening in my life. It's okay. The last thing I want to say, if you struggle with something, even low self-esteem, even staying in happy relationships, even thinking bad about yourself, get help. There are people who are trained to help you deal with those situations. Take advantage of them. We are hooked buying expensive perfumes, buying a lot of artificial and superficial things that will not help you in the long run. Sometimes you find that women are doing so better. Sometimes I coach women who have pieces of land, who have a lot of property, but they feel empty inside. So invest in yourself and get help. Get help. It's not weakness, it's important. Oh, and another thing. A lot of people with low self-esteem have a problem asking for help, because deep down they don't think people will abandon what they are doing to help them. Ask for help. Reach out. Reach out. Go to a therapist. I talk about it. I went to a therapist. I am a coach and I'm helping women also deal with these issues. Reach out to me. Send me an email. And I always put my phone number down at the comment section or down below. Get help from someone you know who will help you. Even if it's a friend of yours or someone in your life who's doing better and they can help you, get help. It's okay. It's okay. A lot of things happen to a lot of people that they have no control over. But sweetie, your healing journey is your responsibility, because it's your life that's suffering and you're the one who's crying and feeling bad every day, and you're the one who's not able to go after their dreams or be in a happy relationship or a healthy relationship. So look out for yourself. Seek your own happiness. That's what I say. So when I look at some of what you've spoken, you've chatted a lot of things. That's what I want to look at. I don't know if I'll be able to look at everything. This hit home, especially not believing in myself and comparing myself to others on social media. Yes. Let me repeat this another time. If you're working towards improving yourself and if you're working towards your healing journey, talk about social media. Get off social media unless you use it for business. If you use social media for business, you have to be there and whatever, follow up with clients. And if you do, go there, do your business. Get off social media, read a book, or go on YouTube, watch videos that are helping you. Point is, wachana na negativity. Hapa kwa social media you have, yes, and actually all my clients, I tell every client of mine, if you're working towards your healing journey and you're on social media, toka kwanza, unless you're using it to make money. Of course I don't want you not to make money because of your healing journey. Oh, also another thing to do with esteem now that I've remembered. A lot of people with low self-esteem struggle with anxiety and depression. Yes. If you struggle a lot with anxiety and you have a lot of panic attacks, you have low self-esteem. Yes, and it's one sign of self-esteem. Let's normalize positivity all the time, and heaven will answer. Yes. Surround yourself with positivity. Deposit it now. Especially when those days when you're not feeling so bad. Do the mantras, do the affirmations. Tell yourself, Muthoni, I will make you proud. You deserve all the good things. And your actions should align with what you're saying. Don't say you deserve the good things and you're drinking yourself every day, 7 days a week. Those two things don't align. Such that the days that are really bad, you'll be able to deposit from where you'll be able to withdraw from where you deposited the positivity. I'm looking at you. I put no one before me. I used to do that in the name of I'm the firstborn for my family. Na end up kwa nini sijaolewa? Yes, those are the same people nimewasomesha na kuwajengea. Yes. Sweetie, yes. And a lot of firstborns go through a lot of trauma, by the way, in their childhood. You're expected to be so much and you're already a baby. You are a child either way. Putting others before yourself. I'm missing an esteem point. Where have you reached? Nobody has written down. Actually, you guys didn't write down the points. Esther has come late. Hi, Esther. But it's okay. Don't worry about it. Social media is not a safe place, for real. This is Rachel. I actually don't even watch news because it makes you think the worst is coming for you. I also don't, by the way. I also don't. If it's something important, I will see. But that's funny because I used to read news. I don't. I do not. And sometimes I'm like, this thing, nothing is helping me here. Things that are important, I will find out. I always do. Sometimes I hear my husband mention or my friend mention something and I'm like, oh, ebu acha ni Google nione ama. But I don't watch news. I don't. Here for the wisdom. Let me see some of your feedback. So what if you are shy and introvert? So on the first date, you can't keep that eye contact. Is that low self-esteem? So I've said the signs of low self-esteem. If you're putting that person, if you're putting his needs ahead of your needs, that is low self-esteem. However, and also eye contact is important. It's important when when you're going to a first date. Look at their eyes when they're lying to you. Okay, and they're not necessarily lying to you. You know what I mean? Try to keep eye contact and try to read body language. It's also important when you're going for the first date. I don't think I could not say it, this is just one thing. I could not say it is necessarily low self-esteem. However, it's important to maintain eye contact when you're talking to people. It's important whether you are an introvert or not. Let's normalize positive that point about telling a handsome guy at I don't even love marriage is so funny. It is funny and it's true. It's true. Sometimes we tell people what we think they want to hear, and that's not what we believe in, and that's not what we stand for. Yeah. So you want to get married and you want a long-term relationship, but when a very handsome tall guy invites you on a date and then they tell you, so what do you think about marriage? You're thinking, I don't even know why people get married, but deep down you want it. Stop that. Stand in your truth. Hapo kwa social media you have helped me. Karibu sana. Hizo likes unapea wa celebrities na famous people, hiyo kushinda umewafuata, umezoom picha na umezoom hips zao, you're wasting your time and energy comparing yourself. I don't think being shy and introverted is low self-esteem. Yes, however, there's a difference between being shy and introverted and you're saying on dates you don't maintain eye contact. Most shy people are usually shy when it comes to 2, 3, 4, 5 people. But if it's one person, yeah. Also, don't hide under, sometimes we get so comfortable under, me, I'm shy, I'm introverted. And then you do half-baked things from the point of I'm shy and introverted. So on a date, if you're going to meet someone and you're going on a date, maintain eye contact and read their body language and look at how they behave even when they're talking to you. Even whatever they're saying or how they're behaving, it's important. Don't just hide under I'm an introverted person. Look out for yourself on that date. That hit home, especially, this is Wanjiru saying, hi Wanjiru, this hit home, especially not believing in myself and comparing myself to others. Social media ni mbaya. I am out here and I am a public figure and you will never see me posting my weaknesses. I only post the photos where I'm posing nicely or I'm walking nicely. So if you compare yourself to say, I have a lot of shortcomings in my life, but I don't go telling everybody because it's not everybody's business. And you also don't go anikaying your weaknesses to everyone, so that people can emphasize how many weaknesses you have and how much weak you are. You don't. So stop. Social media is not a very good place to be. Eva Mwangi, I'm feeling better, Mudhoni. I just love you so much. How can I inbox you? Send me an email, mudhonismission@gmail.com. Lydia Kamau, I have all along admired you, and you have made me raise my standards and my self-love is goals. My role model. I love you. I love you right back. Jacqueline, this one hits so hard. Not believing in myself that I can't make it and comparing myself to others. I want to be like a certain celebrity. Oh, yes. So it's also I think I should do this topic on its own, but I can mention something about it. A lot of ladies always, I could tell you almost 100% of all women, there's always something that you don't like about yourself. And it's normal. It is normal. And there's no one person who's 100% saying, oh, I'm so perfect. I like my everything. We have all body issues, trust you me. But the thing, if you want to level up, if you want to feel beautiful, is to stop comparing your beauty to other people's beauty, is to define beauty for yourself. Because we want to compare ourselves to Beyonce, to Rihanna, but that woman defined beauty for herself. She defined her beauty from what she has. So maybe Mudhoni, if I want to compare myself to Rihanna, I will feel so inadequate. But I can define my beauty for myself without comparing myself to Rihanna. And one of the ways to define beauty for yourself is to look at what you like about yourself. For example, I love my smile. I love my beautiful eyes. I love a few things. I love how my maybe clarity when talking. I love this. Like, look at what you like about yourself and know that is beauty. That is beautiful. Full stop. You will never be Beyonce or Rihanna or whoever you compare yourself to. But you can define your beauty for yourself. They defined beauty for themselves, and now we find ourselves comparing ourselves to their beauty standards. Define your beauty for yourself and embrace your beautiful parts of you and walk with them as beauty, because that is what beauty is. Beauty is defining yourself for you. Yeah, I am feeling beautiful. Okay. Let me see. Eva Mwangi, I actually let a good guy go because of my self-esteem. He was a banker and I was jobless, but I was afraid of commitment because I felt I had nothing to offer. Yes, thank you so much for your feedback, Eva. A lot of you date according to the level of your self-esteem. Self-esteem is the opinion you have about yourself, how much you believe in your abilities and your capabilities. So, if you're in a mediocre relationship, you did not believe in your capabilities. There's a child crying outside. So, you do not believe in your capabilities. If you're in a relationship that is not serving your needs, that is what you believed you could get. That is the level of your self-esteem. This one hits me hard, and I was like, hey, you know what? Because that person is your mirror, is your reflection. If you could, sometimes you're like, I know I can do better. Then do better. Then why didn't you do better? Because deep down you don't believe you can do better. Yeah. Our parents needs to do better. Yes, they do. Okay, I have so many clients who we are working towards healing the inner child and healing a painful past. And another thing is, our parents parented from their level of awareness. They did not know anything different. They thought they're giving us the best. They thought that's how parenting is like. But when you know better, you do better. Now, when you know better, you do also better for your children. Yeah, so they stop recovering from things that happened in their childhood. Parents need to do better. African child, once we grow and get ourselves therapists to silence the negative voices. Yes, imagine. Jenny, hi Mudhoni, what if you live with a partner who keeps lowering your self-esteem through what they say to you? Hey, you need to have a conversation with them. You need to have a conversation with them. And also sometimes you should work on your worth so much such that it stops being dependent on compliments from other people, or you stop feeding on what other people are telling you to feel good about yourself. But if you have a partner who belittles you, who tells you mean things, sit them down, have a conversation with them. Tell them how it makes you feel and how it affects you. Yeah? And also another thing is, sometimes also when someone tells you something, instead of holding it back, you can tell them, ouch, that was a bit mean, and the way I like you and the way I think you look good, so I don't know why you want to hurt my feelings. Yeah, have that conversation. Sit down with them. Exactly what you've told me, that is what you say. Diana Kilonzo. Sometimes people don't know they're hurting you until you come out. No, people don't read minds, my sister. And that is one thing I had to learn getting into a relationship. That is one thing I had to learn when getting into a healthy relationship. That guy will not read your mind. You have to learn to communicate, and communicate with respect and with emotional maturity. And remember, guys, it is not more so what you're saying, it is how you're saying it. From a point of maturity. Oh yes, so go. This is how it's supposed to be. Rachel, mimi I remember nilikuanga naambiwa ati nilikuwa nizaliwe nikiwa boy, nikageuka kwa njia. I know. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I am sorry about that. What's happening? Oh, yeah. Nilikuwa nimepoteza something here. Wow, great Diana. I'm proud of you. Okay, let me see where we are at. Because I am looking for your feedback. I have a frame in my bedroom. Nikiamka, I tell myself in my dressing table, and I have affirmations where I come to my sitting room, and on top of my screen, there's a beautiful frame, and I tell myself, yes, have affirmations. Then I'm very prayerful, and I work on myself. I'm just 21. Oh God, I have a lot of feedback, so I'm trying to look at it. Someone asked a question or something. Okay, yeah, I've seen. Okay, so who is this? I'm liking your feedback, you guys. I love your feedback. Also, acknowledge you might have been on the wrong. Okay, who might have been on the wrong? Okay, I'm missing that. Anyway, whatever you were told, nullify. Yeah. Scholar. Wow, that's powerful. Power of prayer. Prayer is very important. Shikumuigai, thank you so. You have helped me a lot. Kitambo nilikuwa najichukia hata sikuwa napenda my job, but now I've grown and I love myself. Yes, grow and love yourself. Oh yes, alignment of declaration. It's important. Oh, Madani, you're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. You inspire me. Thank you. Anway Rimo, Mudhoni, you have always inspired me. I sometimes put up with people who are far in terms of decency, and morals, just in fear of being lonely. Is that as a result of low self-esteem? Yes, it is. Like, I just want to say yes, full stop. Please come back and watch the video if you joined late. I have spoken about the signs, what is low self-esteem, what I've spoken about basically what is self-esteem, signs of low self-esteem, how to raise your self-esteem, and how to know you have healthy self-esteem or good self-esteem. So yeah, so please come back and watch it. Yes, if you put up with people who are yes, true. Dance on. What makes someone feel uncomfortable when dressed well? You feel uncomfortable when you're dressed well? Because I really like dressing well and makes me feel so good. I don't know what you mean. Please clarify your question. Dorcas, firstborn, we will heal. Let's start the healing journey. We have deep issues. At Diana Kilonzo, those good things we have done will come back to you. Heal and focus on your self-growth. They will come back to you, trust you me. They say, in my mother tongue, we say, Gayare halakedo na keji. It will, whatever you sow, the seeds you sow, you will plant. Even when it comes to raising your self-esteem, when you raise your self-esteem, when you work on yourself, you will reap good fruits. You will start dating worthy people and start going after opportunities that are good for you because you've already raised your worth. So I need to wind up. But so how can you tell a friend or a partner that whatever he or she did to you was wrong? Because most of my friends think I'm rude because when I walk away from there. How can you tell a friend or a partner that whatever that, but the way what you're telling me here is how you tell them. Hey, I really like our friendship, or I really like how this relationship is going so far. However, there are things you've said to me and done to me that have made me question a lot of things, and maybe it's something I feel like we need to talk about. That day you told me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Talk about it. Tell them. Ruth Mbuga, by the way, here point here, you date according to the level of your self-esteem ni kweli. Mimi huenda blank when talking to people, I think, when I'm talking to people that I think are so above me. So keep yako. Okay, which is yours? Please niandikie hapa. I'm almost winding up. Which is yours? Write it down at the there. I'm waiting for you to write it down, Beatrice, before I close. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you for your question and for your feedback. Like I've said, let me repeat one more time. It doesn't have to be so painful. You don't have to feel like you're not worthy of living. You don't have to feel like you're not good enough. Life is supposed to be fun. We're here to enjoy life. Life is a gift. Yeah, you know how we enjoy gifts. Yeah. So guys, if you have issues you're dealing with, get help. Read. Ingia University of YouTube. Watch all the videos you can. Talk to a therapist. Talk to me. I'm a practicing coach. I can help you with your healing journey. Get help. Don't suffer in silence. Don't struggle in silence. There are people that are trained to help you. And there are people who look out for other people. So what are you talking? So what about talking too much to impress other people? Unatry to overcompensate wasione weaknesses zako. That's what we do. You try to do something else so much, ndio overcompensate side ingine. It's low self-esteem. Thank you so much for saying it, because I didn't listen there. I didn't think about it like that. It is low self-esteem. And people who talk a lot have no content. You know how there are people unampatana naye hata base yako the whole 2 hours umekaa naye kwa hiyo meza, they have been talking non-stop. A lot of people who talk too much have no content because they don't listen. They're always talking. They don't have time to listen and gain more, or they don't have time to learn from someone else speaking. You know, when someone is talking, you listen and you absorb. But if you're always talking, you have no content. You're talking nonsense, and sometimes you're talking nonsense. Sometimes you're talking things that are not deep, that are too shallow. It's a weakness. I used to have a friend like that. She used to talk non-stop, by the way. I used to get so tired. And you know, she's just talking about herself. You know me, I don't do this, me. I can't. God bless you, Mudhoni, for hosting such an inspirational session. You are a blessing. Yeah. I said I will be doing live, by the way. I am doing live nowadays because I want to connect more. And then I also shooting, editing, uploading is also a lot of work. And now, because I'm also busy doing something else, I still want to give you value here. Hey, so I'm late, but I will rewind. Okay. Thank you, Wamboy. Being an orphan and being the first born, raising my siblings, I'm same how I'm feeling self-esteem. Please watch the video again. I have spoken a lot about self-esteem. I cannot be able to repeat everything, but I've done the best I can. Mary Gaido, thank you so much. So Diana Kilonzo, Beatrice Odera, saying yes to everything, fearing if you say no, they will judge you. Yes. Sometimes we elevate our importance so much in other people's lives. I don't know if I'm making sense. Sometimes you're like, oh, unajua atafanya, oh. Sometimes at some point you realize you're the most important person to yourself, not to other people's lives. Hiya, thank you so much. We love you. Thanks, Modoni. I'm a product of Modoni's mission. I went through therapists and life coaches to heal all the trauma that my babies will never ever smell or come across anything like that. Always here to learn. Okay, guys, I want to wind up. I was waiting for a question. Someone has said I didn't answer their question at nimeskip yake. I wanted to see what that was, but they're taking too long and it's past an hour already. So I want to drop off. So, the fear of being judged. Yeah, it's low self-esteem. Because we are so scared of what other people think about us, so we try to be what we think they need instead of standing with our truth, instead of working towards. Okay, and this is another exercise. Thank you. I've seen your Nini Beatrice. This is another exercise that you can do. I want you to write down what you like about yourself and your best qualities. Write them down. I want you to know your best qualities. So when you know I'm very hardworking, I am very results oriented, I am very like this. No one will come and surprise you. If you know you're very hardworking, write it down. And I want you to know and carry that in the back of your head. So that day when someone will tell you, I'm lazy, sana, you're very lazy. Will it affect you? No, you already know you're hardworking. It's an exercise to do with self-awareness. So write down what you like about yourself, what is working in your life. Write down your achievements, write down what you're proud of, and read them out loud. Yeah? Sometimes we don't feel inadequate because we are inadequate. It's because we don't see our worth. When someone comes to compliment you and tell you you're very hardworking or you're very beautiful, they're not the ones that are coming with that hard work and that beauty. It's already in here. It's already who I am. They are seeing it. The problem is I am not seeing it. So when people compliment you, they're not the ones. When people tell you, Modani, you're very kind, they're not the ones that are bringing the kindness. It's already in I already know. That is who I am. So, and when people also tell you that this is what happens in that exercise. When people also tell you, you know what, you're very hata kwangi mrembo wewe, you will just laugh because you already know who you are. Yeah, it's an exercise to do with self-awareness. Write what you like about yourself, what you're proud of, what is working for you, and also write down your weaknesses or areas you want to improve on. I want you to know yourself. I don't want you to be surprised out here by people. Makanga akikwambia kitu unakasirika the whole day. No, that's not how we're gonna survive here on my mission. So the fear of being judged is low self-esteem, elevating your importance to other people's life. You think what you do is so important to other people. Everybody has their life. Everybody is living their life. Everybody has their own struggles. You focus on you. Build yourself and focus on your struggles. I tell people what they want and how you are feeling. Do it in a mature way. Yes. And then there's nothing as good as owning your power. If you are a lady who wants to date and you don't want to start having sex after 2 months or whatever, tell them. If they start telling you, oh, come for a sleepover, you tell them, oh, I would love to come for a sleepover. It sounds very interesting. However, I'm at a point in my life that I don't do those things. It has to be something that is deeper. I have to have a commitment with you, and I also have to see that you're worthy of that. Yeah? It's how you communicate. A lot of times you communicate with a lot of emotions na matusi mingi na kuwa, na sasa umeanza kulia. You don't need to do all those things. And you will still feel so good about yourself. You become so proud of yourself when you stand up for yourself. Yeah, I'm super late. Lynn, you're super late. But then you will just go back and watch. This has been such a good episode. Diana, may God bless you. You have really broken the cycle. Asante sana. We've never seen any celeb putting mental health. Thank you very much. There are other people, by the way, but thank you. Hi, so how can you deal with the issue when you are in a relationship and decide to quit from it only because you feel that's not your right time, but the guy keeps on insisting that he loves you? This is what I said, and this is what I will say. You have 100% control of how you act, how you feel, and how you behave. I don't want us to give our power away to people outside ourselves and then start saying, huyu ndiye alinifanya nimrudie. Unajua nilikuwa nimemwacha akanibembeleza sana nikamhurumia nikaona akanifanya nimrudie. No one can make you do that. You can only make yourself. And if you feel you're not ready to continue in that relationship, then minus yourself, then leave. And if you break up with someone and then they come back and you see they've changed and you see now we can continue, go ahead and do it. But I don't want you to give your power to other people and start saying, yeye ndiye alifanya nimrudi. Unajua alinibembeleza sana nikaona nirudi. You're giving your power. You have so much power. I'm late. Yeah, you are late, but it's okay. You guys, we are usually live at 2 p.m. I will. Thanks, Muso. Amen, amen. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. We have come to the end of our live today. If you are struggling with low self-esteem, watch the video over and over and over again. Do little things every day. And when you're working towards raising and improving your self-esteem, something that I preach here a lot, please be kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself and treat yourself like someone you love. You know how our friends come and our boyfriends and whoever comes and our sisters come and they're crying and they're trying to work on something, and you comfort them and you're nice to them and you want to hug them and tell them, you know what, it's okay. Answer tu pole pole. Imagine eventually utanini. Those are the things you do to yourself as well. Those are the things you tell yourself. The grace and the kindness that we've extended to everybody else, our family members, our friends, everybody, is the grace you also need to extend to yourself. It's okay, guys. It can get better, but you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be kind with yourself. Yes, and don't stop. You keep going. Consistency. With consistency is how you get results. So bye, guys. Bye. I wish you a good afternoon and a beautiful weekend ahead. And I'll see you again on Monday at 2 p.m. Monday, 2 p.m. Bye. Bye, guys.